Welcome to the stream, everybody. I just could not resist today when I went to my local Ross and I saw this. Um, yeah, no, I couldn't resist at all. At all. So, we got another review for everybody. What is up, Skibbity Jacket? How you doing? How you doing? So, I've already broken the seal on this already because I was really curious as to why there was 4 or 5 different pieces of tape holding these two pieces of packaging together. So I had to think, is it two separate boxes or is it two separate things? And then I was like, this is even better than I thought it was. So I want to unbox this here. Let me get few more people show up here. When we have 3 people show up, that's when we'll truly all unbox it all and cool things. So anyways, how's everybody's week going so far? How was y'all's Thanksgiving weekend? Mine was delicious. If you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I apologize. Can't help you there. I'm one of the ones who Transformer G.I.Joe collab. Oh, they did these. They did several of these. The first one that they did was Megatron that turned into the Hiss tank, and the second one they did was Bumblebee that turned into I think it was just a buggy or something of that nature. This was the third one in their line, and the fourth one they just released it, which you could probably go to GameStop and go find it. Honestly, it probably wouldn't. It's probably still there. Depending on how often you GameStop stocks up their Transformers, but um, it's Cup who turns into one of the snow, like I think it was the snow leopard or something of that nature. I can't remember what it was, but it turns into something cool. So, um, yeah, yeah, definitely sweet potatoes, man. Then sweet potatoes. I had the most delicious sweet potatoes. My aunt. Oh, what is up? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, point being, what is up? I don't know. So, hi. Welcome to the stream. Anyways, let's unbox this and get this thing opened up so that way we're not wasting time. So, this was what blew my mind away, is that it's just a sleeve. This whole thing here is just a sleeve. So, like, seriously, if you look at this, you could have this just as your wall decoration just on its own. Just on its own, this thing could be a wall decoration. But that's what we've got to deal with. So I'm gonna step this stuff off to the side really quickly, just because I know this thing is massively huge. So shows here Hasbro on the front. So it's G.I.Joe crossover for 2024. I don't think they're gonna do anything with this line, or maybe not with this line, but I don't think they're gonna do anything with the idea. Oh, look at that. Cobra intelligence reports a Joe transport en route with a formidable escort. Do not underestimate their forces. Terminate the threat like the marauders they are. That's funny. Oh, what is up, the real Hurricane Funk? How y'all doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I've seen Friends. Oh, hey, I don't have to peel some tape. All right, so I can just this is my first time opening this up ever, so I've never seen this before. Hi. Yeah, what is up, the real Hurricane Funk? Ooh. Okay. Thomas Phantom 1 definitely likes. I definitely like. I like. I like. I like. I like. Give me just a second. I gotta grab my real clippers. Gotta grab the right clippers for this whole thing. You can't just go willy-nilly with the scissors in here like a 4-year-old running through the class. You just can't do that. So there are certain things that we definitely use for certain products. And we definitely want to use our snips. There we go. There's a, oh, there we go. He's a big boy, isn't he? Alright, we'll set the bot over here. Let's start working on getting all of this out of the box here. really quick. Oh, look, we get Ravage. We do have a Ravage, and from what I understand, this is just a masterpiece version in blue plastic, from what I understand. So we'll take an in-depth look at that in a bit. Now, this is where some people might get mad at me and go, "Oh, why did you buy this only for the Transformer?" Well, that's because I don't care about G.I. Joe. I'm probably gonna sell Zartan and Zarin, so I don't really care for that at all. So that's okay. Looks like this is gonna be the cannon. All right. Okay, so now I can take this and just lift it up, as one should be able to just do. Okay, so apparently I just have to lift it up like that, but that's not a good thing to do. So, alright, so I'm just lifting this up to get it out of the pack, get these out of the box, and to grab the accessories that are sitting underneath the other side. And so let's just shove all of the bullshit back in the box. So that way we can just close this all up. And then we'll stick the box over here where it will be out of the way. So here we go. So this is the bits here. I don't care about some of the extra bits, so we're going to go into these willy-nilly with the scissors, because this, if I'm not mistaken, is just a barrel. Oh, there's an antenna. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, we've got several barrels. We've got 2 barrels, apparently. Which way does this go? I'm going to assume... Okay, so there's a square. There's square bits here. I think I'm supposed to plug in right there. And right in there. So there we go. There's the machine gun turret thingy here. So looks like we get a chain and collar for Ravage. Pretty entertaining. Yeah, his backpack, dude. Just look at this honking. Oh, I even missed a few pieces. So the whole point of the backpack, from my understanding, is that you're supposed to take Zartan and Zarin, and you're supposed to be able to, what's the word? You're supposed to, well, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but there's supposed to be, here we go. So you're supposed to take this panel here, fold it down, and then fold this all kind of back up. And then let's just clip this back onto place like we do. So you want to do that, and then after you've done that, then you can take Zarin or Zartan and you can stick them in the back here, and then you can take this cannon, which goes like... What the? How am I supposed to... like that, I'm going to assume. And you can have one of them manning Soundwave like that. But I don't think that's how that's supposed to go. I personally think there's a different way to do it. I just don't know if I'm doing it the wrong way. Let's consult the box real quickly. Well, apparently it's backwards, so move that off to the side. Move it off to the side. So, yeah. Soundwave is... You are correct, Skibbity Jacket. This is Soundwave. It does have a chonkin thing of a backpack. The transformation, though, is dead stupid simple. So, I genuinely think... is very... Okay, so there we go. That's how it's supposed to be done. Alright, so we have that. We have a knife. And I can't figure out where this... Does this go right here? Yeah, it does go right there. I suppose it does go right there. Alright, I'll be darned. And move that. And then we're supposed to place these right in here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Supposed to take these and place them right in here. So now, from what I understand, you don't have to move them for transformation, but from what I also understand, it is very difficult to not. And okay, so this is not spring loaded. This is, but this is not. So there's that, and then Ravage is placed right on into the chest if Ravage will cooperate. There we go. Close that up, and there you go. And then this is supposed to go with these guys, but I'm gonna hold on to it just for this because I have a feeling it would be kind of very funny that when they do eventually release the Studio Series 86 Megatron, it's probably going to have posable hands and it's probably going to be Commander class like Optimus Prime is. And they're probably, and I will totally give him Ravage with a chain like this. So, alright, so now that we've done that, let's try transforming this guy. So that way we can just get a feel for it when we get into the review for this dude. So, yeah, that's got to go out like that, and this can close up like that. Oh, look, a Trans Am, and it looks like it's missing some missile pieces. It looks like they seriously took the Dreadnok and literally just said, "All right, somehow you're gonna make a transformer out of that," and just call it a day. Oh, there's the clips. Emgo warned me about those. So, yes, I do watch Emgo. I have to sometimes because you know he is the master. He is the master of this. I am truly just but a humble follower at this point with that. Not as in I'm going to just not as if I'm going to devote a life to. Oh, good job, Thomas. Close it up. Now we can close everything back up. So that goes like that. Close it straight up. There we go. All right. Okay, apparently we do have to remove these. Yep, I was wrong. I was wrong. I 100% was wrong. So we are going to have to remove a lot of stuff. So there's a lot more than I thought. So we're going to lift this all the way up. And then bring this down. And then rotate at the knee. And then fold this piece up here. Fold this in. Okay, I see. We're gonna put this back together. I said from what I understand, it's simple to put back together, not, you know, this kind of level of dumb fuckery, I guess. Oh, there's panels in here that I missed. Alright, so this... What am I doing wrong? What may I say? Dare I say am I doing wrong? Was it possibly that? Yep, that was it. That was it, exactly. Alright, so note to self when going into vehicle mode. I have to rotate here as well. And then we can rotate it. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. This is kind of a cool gimmick. I just think it's a little bit... Oh, crap. No, no, everything's okay. Everything's okay. I didn't screw up. Not quite yet. Quite yet. I'm close though. I'm very close. Very close to screwing something up. But I'm not, but I didn't. All right. So then we close this all up. Yeah. Make sure that folds back up. Make sure these all peg into place. There we go. There we go. Like that. And then these close up like this. Come on. There we go. That closes up like that. And then what do we do with this? Stick that right there. There we go. That's where that's going to live. I think. Yes? Yes. No. Well, yes, but also no. This has got to go into... There's a peg here. And it's supposed to go into this little tiny port. There we go. And then that's supposed to clip back on like that. That's better. And then I suppose I could have left the knife there. So that's going to live there. Alright, so now comes to the piece de resistance. Okay, and then these go like here. We gotta crap. There we go. Okay, so firstly we've got to connect this bit up like this, so that way it looks like that. Oh, hold on. Whoa, hello. We'll come back. All right, I'm back. Interesting truck thingy. This is called the Dreadnok, and it is from G.I.Joe. So yeah, if you didn't get this in previous stream, you know what? I was gonna sell these guys. I didn't really. I will look up the worth of these guys later. If I decide to do another video, I'll do a separate video on these two specifically with their cards. And these are apparently exclusive to this set only. I was not aware of that, so yeah. So I will go over these in a separate video, or I'll sell them, one of the two. But here we have Soundwave as the Dreadnok, and I gotta say, this thing is huge. I was not expecting there to be this much, you know. I didn't expect there to be this much figure here. And that being a figure, a large figure at that, I didn't expect this big of a figure. I mean, this thing is like Commander class all in its own. So, you know, I can't say that's a good thing. I can't say that's a bad thing. I just think it's this is much, a little too much. Just a little much, guys. Your G.I. Joe collection is not going to suffer. And neither is your Transformers collection if you do not buy this. This is not a you have to buy this. So, anyways, the review of this guy is out, and I made a small mistake on my figure. You guys may or may not already know what it is, but apparently on several copies of this particular Optimus Prime toy, there are. Let me see if I can just pop this up. But anyways, I forgot to do one simple thing, and it was to fold these panels in right here. So in the review, it all looks like this. So it's not that big of a deal, really. It really is not. But if you are one person who is a little bit of a stickler about that, I do apologize. And here is the final transformation step. You just close those all the way in so they're a little more flush. That's about it. So I do apologize for that if anybody is watching or anybody watched that video and got the wrong impression of that's the official way to do it. It's not the official way to do it. I just forgot a step simply because I was tired, A, and B, I was dealing with a lot of issues that day. So, anyways, point being, here we have the Dreadnok, and this is certainly something. It looks like the cross between a Trans Am and an armored Humvee from the 80s. And not the good one, like the really crappy ones. Like the ones that did not deserve to be as good as they were. So, all right, let's check out Ravage real quick here. So, from what I understand, to transform Ravage, well, there's the head. So, let's fold this up. Oh wait, we gotta bring this out. Okay. Tap that. Fold this down. Rotate that around. Uh, okay, that's better. I screwed that up. So there's his tail right here. Let's just get this back section all put together here. Rotate these down. Fold this down. Fold this down. Okay. Well, of course, this would explain a few things as to why I am not in charge of certain things. I mistransformed him on the first go. I just can't believe I mistransformed him on the first go. I feel dumb. Good job. Good job, Thomas Sam. So then you take this chain collar, and apparently there we have Ravage. Pretty interesting, gotta say. Very interesting take on this character. So, anyways, you guys doing anything fun for the rest of the weekend? I'm kind of just sitting on doing this review and releasing a few others. So, really curious to see what they turn Optimus Prime into. Like, seriously, I cannot wait to see what they turn that into. And if he's going to be, like, this tall. So, yeah. Let's put Ravage back into his cassette mode. And then we will... Yeah, I think that's how that went. I don't remember. Like, I seriously... I'm not the biggest... Like, I'm not the greatest at doing the cassettes in particularly. However, this one I'm trying not to cock up at all. So like let's try not to screw it up. So let's do that. And we gotta bring this in on that hinge. But we also got to rotate this around. That's why nothing was working or filling out properly, I think. Perhaps not. Okay. Perhaps that is the right way. Yes, that is the right way. I'm just doing it wrong. Alright, so that's gotta go like that. Where's your little... That's where it goes. Okay. Sorry. Trying to figure out how they engineered all this stuff and trying to do it, you know, whilst never having seen this before in my life. This is a little frustrating sometimes. So, yeah, that's the way that's supposed to go. that. Close this there. That snaps into place. That goes like that. And straighten it all out. Let's put this guy back into Soundwave's chest, but you can still access the button over here. There's the foot panels for that. There we go. Here we are. So, yes. Wacky question, but who's the guy in the blue box? Oh, this guy? This is 2001 Universe Scourge. From Legacy, from like the first rounds of Legacy from the Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. So yeah, that is Scourge. So I got Scourge up here. All of these boxes are yeah. So, but yeah, that's to answer your question, Skibbity Jacket. That is exactly what's going on here. So that is this figure right here that you can't see can't see me touching. This is the 2000 this is the RID 2000 Universe Scourge. That was when they really started to play with the universe things. It was right in the Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 collection. Like they really started to play around with the universes with this a lot more. Like they released this guy, they released Galaxy Shuttle, they released G1. That was when they released G1 Universe Cosmos. Diaclone. They released two different Diaclone figures. They released what else did they release? I think they released a GoBot figure in there as well. So not to mention some Generation 2 universe stuff. So there's a lot of things that they released within the first round of Legacy that a lot of people are just very interesting. What is up, Kitten Cat 999? No cat meows yet. Is he locked out? No, he is not locked out. That kitty cat is never locked out. He is just exhausted. He is exhausted because I played with him so much that he is now tired and he wants to sleep. So, that and he's hungry. So, usually when he eats, he sleeps. And kind of a good thing in this way, because that way he's not bugging and interrupting. But, anyways, the only Scourge I know is the one from Rise of the Beasts and comics. Yeah. I was gonna say I have 3 different versions of Scourge if you really want to get technical. So I mean I have this version of Scourge as well. Don't mind the extra box in there. But I have the Studio Series 86 Scourge. I've also got the Rise of the Beast Scourge, right as well. And I've got the 2000 Universe Scourge as well. So, Scourge. So, that being said, what do you guys think I should do? You think I should unbox these guys? You guys think I should, I'm not a G.I. Joe dude. I know nothing about these whatsoever. So, I'm going to hold on to these and see what else I can do with them. I just don't know if they're worth me holding on to or if they're worth my time to get rid of them, the majority. So, don't know. So, anyways, that being said, we'll keep this going for another few minutes here. Not that big of a deal. We'll keep this going until about 7:30 and see where we're at. So give it a few minutes, and I'll bring in some figures and we'll play with them for a little bit. Maybe not play, but you get the gist. You hear that, buddy? You're famous. People are asking for you. Alright, what do we got? Anyways, there's Cosmos, there's G1 Universe Prime, 86 Bumblebee, 86 Ravage. So, um, let's see. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit, but oh yes, I certainly am lagging. One moment, folks. Let's see if that fixed a few things. Let's see. My apologies. Yeah, I may have been lagging because I wasn't connected to the internet. I apologize for that. That is all entirely on me. I was not aware of that. So, I do have Grimlock. I have two Grimlock figures. I have the Age of Extinction and I have the 86. What is up, Azilla? What is up, Azilla? Welcome to the stream. And thank you for pointing that out, Skibbity Jacket. I very much appreciate you telling me that because I definitely would not have noticed that otherwise. And I appreciate you telling me that for sure. So, you want me to show you the 86? Sure. You know what? I will scooch. I'm going to keep Prime out here, but I'm going to move these guys. I have the entire Dinobots. Like the entire Dinobot line. Excuse me. While I go grab them. Oh, shoot. Well, Grimlock dropped his sword, but I'll grab that in a moment here. But here we have Sludge. And we've got. I'm gonna get him out of the way first. We got Swoop. We got Snarl. Let me go pick a sword back up in just a second here, but Sludge or Slag or Slug, whatever it is. So, and then there's Grimlock. So. Found it. Found it. So there we go. Yeah, I got them all. So, my Wi-Fi is just fine. Yeah, I don't know what you guys' issues is because mine's running at what was it? I think we're running at 1.2 gigs per second, or it's pretty close to a gig. That's what I do know. So, I do not have the Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. I did not care to pick it up when it was around because it was just I still have a hard time picking up the video game figures because I just don't. Okay, let me be very clear. It's not that I hate the video game figures, I just don't have it. So I just don't have it, and I just never cared to pick it up because it just never really suited my interests. Although, if they do decide to do the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots in the Gamer Edition and Studio series, and they end up deciding to do Volcanicus, I would totally pick up that set in a heartbeat. I would 100% go ahead for it. I hear they're going to be doing the War for Cybertron Bruticus, so yeah. Anyways, so that being said, Azilla, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. Don't forget to do that. I would totally love to. I'd love to see more people come in to the comment section and join us, and definitely would enjoy having some more people over here. That's for sure. So, scooch that down right there. So, this is the part where we interact with everybody in the chat. So, if everybody else is done, then we may end this soon. But if you guys want to keep chatting with me, I'll keep this going for another 5 minutes and we'll see how it goes. So, give me just a moment while I go check on something really quick. I have neighbors. So, hello. There's more people. There's more comments. My apologies. Um, my Wi-Fi didn't go out at all, but which Prime is better, Bayverse or Rise of the Beasts? Well, that is still technically Bayverse, if I'm going to be honest with you, but um, given the fact that I only have three technically. I technically have three versions of the Bayverse Prime. I have it, if you're talking about Bumblebee, that is technically still it. So, can you rank the Dinobots in order of worst to best? Oh, without a doubt, I can 100% do that. He is the worst, 100% the worst one to handle. Um, Bet you can't tell why. Can't stand him up, period. Just can't stand him up at all. But he's a pain in the butt to stand up. So yeah, he is quite possibly the worst one to handle at all. Just the worst. This guy, if I must say, was quite possibly is a little bit of a bitch to transform. But once you get the transformation and everything knocked down, it's pretty easy to do. So, like, it's not the worst one to do at all. It's just not fun. So there's certain steps that I personally forget. There are certain steps that just don't work with it. So yeah, this guy is second worst. Next the third worst would be this guy, and that's only because this like his backpack is just never tabs in properly. These pieces always fall off when you try to transform him into Dino mode. There's no easy way to do it without something falling off. And not to mention, we consistently have this, so I'm not the biggest fan of that. Next one would be, and this was just a nitpick of mine. This one, and that's just because this chess piece doesn't tab in. It's just sitting there. So, but this is also very heavily frictioned in, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And the very easiest one that I found to do is Grimlock. So, I think Grimlock takes the cake. So, I don't know. I genuinely do not know if that's the case. He might be the smartest version of Grimlock that's ever graced our screens, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I really genuinely have no idea. So, and by the way, Skibbity Jacket, the only reason why my sludge, why it's just me, why, oh, well, apparently it was just mainly this leg. These knees, I had to go in here and there's screws in the knees. You can physically tighten them up, and there's also screws within the thighs you can tighten up as well that might solve this issue a little bit more. I've already tightened them up 3 times within the last year, and every time I have to move it, it still gives me issues. So I can't tell you whether or not it's great to keep around, but I definitely will say this: it's better to have a full set than not a full set. And the only reason why I'm trashing on this guy a little bit too hard right now is because A, I got him for free. B, I don't have a box to go with the rest of my Dinobot collection, which is slightly irritating. Um, but and the third reason being is it's infuriating to get this guy to stand up properly, or at least it was when he was brand new. So, gotta say this though, Optimus Prime definitely scales very well with them. So, that being said, you've given me an idea for a new video before the end of the year. So, Grimlock Follow Tribe Cybertron sings Thick of It. I didn't know. I did not know that. I genuinely did not know that. Into the thick of it? If that's what you're referring to, I don't think that's real. I think that's just fake, and people need to stop believing everything they see on the internet. Everything. You don't have to believe. You don't have to not believe everything. You just gotta not believe a lot of it, because you gotta determine what's fake and what's real. And most of the time, things are usually fake. So. Oh, are you able to show your wall of boxes? I am, actually. Give me just a brief second here. I've had to downsize my wall of boxes because A, the collection's been getting a little too big, and B, I've got to save money for a truck, and when I sell stuff, I've got to just get rid of stuff. So is it just me, or has this year has been fast? It's been a little fast, but at the same time, I think the reason why this is my personal ideology on this, and you guys can take it or leave it if you want to, but I personally think the reason why this year feels so fast is because it was an election year, at least for the United States. So I personally think it was the fact that it was an election year, and I think it was the fact that we had pretty much the same candidates as the 4 years prior, and that's all my 2 cents I'm gonna say on it. So I'm just gonna leave it alone, and I'm not gonna say anything else to it. But that's my personal opinion on it. Is I think the reason why it felt so fast this year was the fact that it was an election year. Name Autobots that have killed the most Decepticons. Seriously? Like, seriously. I don't know if you noticed this, but in the beginning of the movie, we see him execute like 7 or 8 Decepticons before Megatron finally gets to him. Alright, now we'll show you the wall of boxes. So, it's going to take a second. So, uno momento. You asked, so the wall of boxes is quite large. It's huge. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even joking. The wall of boxes is a never-ending thing. So, plus you guys now know how my lighting system works, and it's not very good. So, but yeah, that's how that goes. That being said, I'll just bring you up from the top here, just so everybody can get a POV. So, Age of Extinction Prime box. That would be the Silver Knight Optimus Prime, and that was a small promotional thing that they were doing for Target and select Walmart stores. When I say select Walmart stores, this one was a Walmart exclusive. The first edition was a Target exclusive. The there were several multi packs that came out that were Target exclusives and Walmart exclusives. So, will Grimlock appear in the sequels of Transformers 1? I can't answer that because I don't work on the script and I have no idea. But if I had to take a guess, I'm going to say the Dinobots will probably appear in the next Transformers 1 movie should they decide to do a second one to it. But my personal opinion is I don't think they're going to do a second one considering the fact that they literally squandered this movie. And when I say squandered, I mean like they had every opportunity to make things perfect for this movie. They were rewriting Origins, which honestly I must say is a little bit not good. But at this point, show them the entire collections of minifigures. I don't have minifigures. I don't have minifigures. I have figures, but I don't have minifigures. Minifigures, if I had to really count as minifigures, I have core classes, but even then, those are still, yeah. But, anyways, the reason why I say that I don't think the Dinobots are going to show up on screen again in okay, fine, I'll show the whole collection, but I'm gonna explain myself first with the Transformers 1 sequel. I don't think there's gonna be a sequel because of how they did the marketing for the first one. And Transformers 1, let me be very clear, their marketing budget for this movie was like 120 to 130 million dollars. and their gross profit was barely $147 million. So that's okay, Kit and Kat 999. That's okay. We'll show the whole collection. And yes, you guys will get to see. I'm not making this up. This is the kitty. This is kitty. This is Toast. You want to say hello? Yeah. Oh yeah. So, but anyways, let's start over here. Um, so firstly, I've had to downsize a little bit, so the top of this is a little barren, but that's not that massive big of a deal. So the second thing we're going to work on here down is, remember the part when Megatron pounded Alita on the ground while touching her chest? That was a violation. Um, no and yes. But here in this cabinet, we have a lot of Halo stuff. That Master Chief helmet is signed by both Master Chief and Cortana, and I have this energy sword down here that's been signed by the Arbiter. So, yeah, it is only a hobby. It's not a complete addiction. It's only a hobby if you can 100% sell them at the end and still receive some form of money at the end too. So this would be my Studio Series Decepticon cabinet, particularly the Bayverse. This entire cabinet is Halo and Bayverse. So yeah. So coming down, yes, that Pringles can is actually, there's a reason there's a Pringles can, because that is a special flavor that they did for the release of Halo Infinite, and I have not opened that because A, I can't eat Pringles, and B, I'm pretty sure they're expired by now, and I really don't want to eat them at all either. So, but there's that one. Let's just scooch the tripod up a little bit. And down here in this secondary cabinet, let me just get things all squared away here. In the second cabinet, we have the majority of my Bayverse Autobots. Now, majority of my Bayverse Autobots, meaning like I've got Sentinel Prime in there, I've got Hound, I've got a figure in there you guys would probably not exactly like. Yes, there is a Mountain Dew can. They did a small run of Mountain Dew G Fuel, and they released a Halo-inspired one, and if you got a certain amount of cans, you were able to get certain rewards within the game. And I tended to overindulge when I did that. And when the game and this drink became a thing, then that was something that I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. I just can't say no. So there's that. Now, the next one is, I gotta lower it a little bit further, is this one. This is quite possibly my favorite cabinet to look at entirely. So, to look at, it's not my favorite cabinet to get into. So, I have the Wreckers. I have all the Rise of the Beasts Autobots. I am apparently now I gotta wait for one more of the Maximals, which is Abe Link, which honestly is no big deal. So I just gotta wait for him to come out and be released next year, and then we shall complete. Then the Maximals are complete and everything of that nature. So did you notice in Transformers: Rise of the Beast, Prime was pissed at Scourge? Yes, I did know he was pissed at Scourge. I mean, however, I'm personally happy and slightly not happy he was pissed at Scourge. Um, I never knew I would get lore for food. Yeah, they actually did. They actually did a run of specific. It was like a specialty kind of thing that they did with this, but they did a cookbook that came out to coincide with the flavor of Moa, which is basically just the bird that you can kill in Halo Reach. So, if you'll give me just a brief second here, I gotta clean up the tripod. And I did have to get rid of my Fort Max because like I said, I need to get a truck for my job. So I got rid of my Fort Max. Here is my Cybertron Metroplex, and here is my Byway Shockwave. So yeah, there's that. And then over here we have my Xbox Series X and Dirty Dishes. So there's that. And then over here we have my Studio Series 86 slash Generation 1 movie collection up here. So, got all of that. Well, you have a good rest of your evening, Kitten Cat 999. So, anyways, there's all of that. So, we'll finish up this video. We'll finish up this live stream here. Go back to the table. Let's go back to it. So bush beans, or was that? Oh, well, I also have a food storage pantry in here as well. So yes, you probably did see Bush's baked beans. I'm not gonna lie. You probably did see Bush's baked beans, and it's not a bad thing. Bush's baked beans are delicious. They are. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fana One saying, do not forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to check out my channel, my main channel, because don't be surprised when this guy's review comes out. You guys will be very, very I'm very excited, and I think my Soundwave is broken. Okay, maybe not, but point is, don't miss reviews. So we've got this going on. So, anyways, let's finish this thing. So do not hold on here. What do we got? What do we got left here? So yeah, thank you. Well, I do enjoy these streams. I quite love them as well. So do not forget to check out Skibbity Jacket. I don't know. The Real Hurricane Funk, Kitten Cat 999, Azilla, Lemon Lime Studios, Riveted Reviews, Riveted Railfan, iStar 552, Bravely GG, Take Along Productions, New York Toy Hunter, and The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, as they've all done some amazing work and have attended some streams and have helped me out in many ways. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fana One saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it. Good night.